Hello friends and welcome to the Minimum Cost Monday and this something. Yeah, it's a sports car and I don't have much anything really better to say about this car besides the fact that it is a sports car. Yeah. So what we're gonna be using today? I have this. This is actually piece of like a soap dispenser or something like that, like a inner part of the pump. There's like a little ball in here actually that I just noticed. It is probably a return valve. So when you're pumping, it's not gonna go back down. But what we're gonna be doing, this is gonna be our big cannon, yeah? It's gonna be the big shooter. And it's gonna be obviously roof mounted because this car do not really have anything better to like any better space to mount anything. And since this is already a performance car, yeah, big cannon kind of defeats the entire idea of the performance car. But let's just go stupid on this, yeah? Let's don't think about the logic, let's just add it and see where it's gonna go from here. Yeah, like in general, I think that I have two of those cars, well, very similar ones. Yeah, and I don't like either of them. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I have another one in here, just a very similar thingy, yeah? And just, yeah, I don't know why I got them. Well, probably price-wise they were good, yeah? But other than that, they just look meh. And I'm just thinking, this already looks like a magazine, and this already looks like something. But if we add this, it can look like another, like, extended magazine. Yeah, this is a button, volume button from a remote control. And my god, this hates super glue with a passion, but let's do it. Let's just add something. Like I said, let's go stupid with this entire build. Yeah, I don't expect this to look outstanding. I expect this to look passable. Yeah, so sorry, my dog is being a menace today and she needs to be under control a little bit. So I have this RAM that I was trying to use on a previous build. It didn't work anywhere, but I think it's gonna work in here. Kind of oddly though, because... But you know what? I'm gonna use it. I'm still gonna use it. Like I said, let's go stupid with this build. And let's try it. Let's just attach it here. It's gonna be like, oh, I did manage to win 5 times, or took the heads, the skulls of 5 people. Yeah, like it doesn't really have to be him. He was just lucky enough to find them, maybe. Or maybe it was him and he's a menace. Yeah, we don't know. Now, I have some of the resistors I pick out from something, yeah? Don't ask me from where. I wouldn't remember because they were all over the place. So I'm just thinking, maybe like Back to the Future, that food processor thingy for the uranium. So, yeah, I was just watching like shorts from Nation Z, and when the dog actually have himself coming back in the DeLorean, I was like, yep, that's somebody who is very, very stoned. Yeah. So everything in here is just so broken and crooked. It is crooked. That entire thing is crooked, but that's okay. If it is crooked, doesn't mean it is wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be crooked. And I'm just thinking, do I want to cover that front window? Because I still have this. And I could probably do that. So if I just go too high, it's gonna look stupid. Like, I already know it's gonna look stupid. I pick up this car and I'm like, if I don't gonna challenge myself to actually try to do something with it, I never gonna touch it. Yeah. So that's my entire reason. It's a challenge to myself. Oh, come on. All right, now let's have a look. So I can squeeze like 3 of them. Yep, that's gonna be 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. So if I do this, let's just try to cut out the spikes just under the cannon so it's gonna slip easier. No, I'm gonna have to cut out the entire thingy under the cannon. Okay, that kind of works. Oh, I really need some more tea. Alright, so pretty much with this build we kind of came back to the beginnings of this entire idea. We have, this is from my scrap box, this is from my scrap box. Well, we have one 3D printed piece which technically is a scrap as well. So yeah, listen, I'm just gonna give it a quick paint job. Maybe it's gonna look good. Yeah, if we need to, we can come back and try to do some other stuff to it. Yeah, but I think it's not gonna be all that bad. I'm just skeptical, but I think that it's not gonna be tragic. For this bad boy, we just need to do a little bit of dry brushing. So let's just apply some metallics. And just very, oh, that was supposed to be a bit lighter, but now it is an overbrush instead of a dry brush. For all of the little metallics that we have in here, as you can see, I did use a Aztec Gold on this because I wanted to test that paint, because I'll be honest, I never really used it before. It turned out very well. I actually like the color. It is unusual for my cars to be this kind of, clean and bright, so I appreciate having something different. Alright, now let's apply a little bit of dirt. So we have dark brown here. And I didn't mess up the wheels too much, so let's just do it gently. It is a speed car at the end of the day. It wouldn't probably go into mod too much. Alright, and now the last thing to do would be a little bit of orange. Well, it doesn't actually show any rustiness anywhere. Maybe just in here where the paint just chipped out. You see? This is flaking off a lot. It's because it is rubber and doesn't want to hold the paint very well. So, and in here on the back, and a little bit in here as well. And the last thing that I have to do is to color the windows. There is like a little bit of a little sliver of a window over here, and over here it's just literally under that clip that I built. And then we have a little bit, showing through those grates. So this is gonna be the hardest part to color in, but it's literally like coloring by numbers at this stage. And I realize that there's gonna be a lot of extra colors on that metal grading, but what can I do? I'm not gonna be coming back to this. Like, I could leave this, you know, golden as well, but let's just yeah, so there it is. We're gonna need to give it a minute or two to dry, and then we're gonna throw it on the spin table. Here we have the golden boy or girl of those builds. This Aztec gold, this kind of greenish gold. I like it, but I'm on the fence about this color. It would look great on like arbor plating for, you know, some sort of a space marine or something. I don't know about the car. It looks good, yeah, so I'm not complaining. But I'm on the fence. But, you know, generally, looking at this entire car, there is not a single 3D print. No, there is one. There is the back. The ram on the back is 3D printed, but the rest of it is just scrap stuff. It is pieces of a soap dispenser, a button from the remote, and a couple of capacitors, actually quite crooked, you know, the one on the back. But it all works. It all kind of works. You know, that one on the back kind of looked like a chimney. Like, I wanted to have the mixer from Back to the Future, but it turned out a little bit different than what I was, you know, expecting out of it. But, you know, it's cool. It's all cool. You know, it could be a little bit better, but it isn't. Yeah? But you know what to do with this video. If you like it, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and whoever else wants to watch it. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.